Good morning, children. Hope in the last class you understood the conclusion of a Nigerian nationalist movement. But children, I was not happy with the Nigeria's ending part. Even though Nigeria has achieved its independence in 1963, October 1st from the Britain, the civil war and the internal military rule has spoiled the Nigeria to such an extent that its own natural resources were still in the hands of the Dutch Shell Company. And Niger Delta is very rich in the oil, and its a natural resource oil can make Nigeria one of the most richest country in the world. But that did not happen, and it was in 1999 later, due to the protest from all the sections of the society, all the ethnic groups had come together and fought against the military rule, and finally a new democratic government was established. But even though a democratic government was established, it was a very weak democratic government. So let us learn about the oil environment and politics that has taken place even during the democratic rule and during the military rule in Nigeria. So coming to the oil, children, you know it very well. Oil was actually discovered in Nigeria in 1950s itself. In the Nigerian Delta region, this oil was discovered in 1950s. And soon various multinational companies like the Dutch Shell Company got the rights over the extraction of the oil and oil drilling. So today it is the most important natural resource of the world and even of the Nigeria. Oil, without oil the world doesn't move, isn't it? So this is one of the most important natural resource which is available in Nigeria. Most of the oil wells are owned by these corporations which extract Nigerian oil and they process them in their own countries and sell to the entire world. But the share of the profits, they have shared their profits with the military rulers but not with the people of the Nigeria. That is the impact why Nigeria still remains under poverty. So very little benefit was given to the people. In addition, the coastal environment of Nigeria has been disturbed because of the reckless oil extraction by these multinational companies, and oil spillage from the oil wells has a major impact on the ecosystem. You know what is the ecosystem? The trees, the forests, and even the aquaculture. So on the ecosystem there was a lot of impact because of the oil spillage. You know what is the oil spillage? You don't know what is the oil spillage? Take a vessel of water and put a drop of oil in that, and you will observe on the top of that how the oil gets evaporated. That's called as oil spillage. It doesn't allow the aquaculture to breathe. This stops the layer which gets formed over the water, surface water, is called as oil spillage. So because of which the ecosystem got suffered a lot. And large areas of mangrove forest in the Nigerian Delta region got especially susceptible to oil, and they got destroyed completely. They were dead. And this is mainly because the oil is stored in the soil and they were re-releasing it annually. It is estimated that around 5 to 10% of Nigerian mangrove forests are getting spoiled every year. And spills destroy crops even. The oil spillage will not allow the soil to become fertile. Okay, it doesn't allow the growth of the crops even. So the Delta region is completely spoiled because of the oil spillage. Even the aquaculture, the fishes and other culture which is growing under the water are also became susceptible to the oil. Drinking water is also frequently contaminated, even though sheen of oil is visible in many local bodies of the water, even if there is no immediate effect, but in the long term it may cause cancer. A very deadly disease may be caused if you keep on drinking the same kind of oil contaminated water. Immediate effect you may not have, but in the long term you will definitely suffer with the cancer. So this has become very common thing in the Nigeria, offshore spill. So which are the usually much bigger in scale. They contaminate the coastal environment, and coastal environment, if it is spoiled, may cause decline even in the fish production. Entire ocean, Atlantic Ocean, the Nigeria has a coastal region with the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean, their entire region got spoiled because of the oil spillage. Throughout the early 90s, there was growing unrest among these Delta region people, and the various ethnic groups, they started demanding compensation for the ecological damage caused by these multinational corporations. But and not only compensation, they were also asking for their share in the oil production, because it's the natural resource of the country. How a foreign country can exploit them? For that reason, they were asking for the development of their country and their share in the oil profits. So this unrest initially started as a peaceful activist organization, in which only a particular, on the basis of ethnicity, it got started. However, in 1990, an eminent environmentalist and human activist called as Ken Saro-Wiwa. He is called as Ken Saro-Wiwa. Who is he? He is a famous human activist who fights for the human rights, because there is a large scale people getting violated of human rights, and even he is an environmentalist. Even there was a reckless destruction of the ecosystem there because of the oil spillage. So this Ken Saro-Wiwa joined the Nigerian movement for the sake of protecting the environment and for the human rights. So, however, he was executed by the military government present in the Nigeria, and in spite of the international protests, internationally there was a pressure on Nigeria not to execute Ken Saro-Wiwa. In spite of the international protests, this has happened. Since then, the situation has become tense, and thus you can see that Nigeria is still making efforts to come together as a nation, because different ethnic groups are present. Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba, Igbo, there are different ethnic groups present. They are still striving in order to become united and work out a stable democratic system and gain control over its natural resources and material resources present in Nigeria, and to lead a very happy life. This is the end of the lesson called as the National Liberation Movements in the Colonies, children. We have learnt about two important colonies. One is about the China, the other one is about the Nigeria. Thank you, children.